Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the wrestling review on Danny. And today I'm going to talk to you about my NXT stuff, but before we get on, and the reason why this review is still YouTube is because I was at the football last night and um my the, the voice is too much still short from the football. We left it with again to get the 3 points. It's becoming a bit of a theme, but anyway, we begin with Joe Hendry coming out and he cuts a promo about how he's finally NXT champion. He brings up the fact that he brings up the fact that the feud with Dark State is a step. His TNA run is a step. He's a WrestleMania moment with Randy Orton was a step in how he's NXT champion and he looks to um and he will it's to continue to go aim up the industry outcomes so right to confront him. They said they could have NXT could have had a champion like Action Drake, um, like Jackson Drake, but they've had petition to for somebody so had um so then Joe said to me maybe if you I spent some time and spent some time worrying about action rather than picking what outfits you are going to be. Then you might get some with the as per vanity project vanity project to attack to Joe Hendry and the sets up the match for later on in the night. Hendry led and against Jerry Ake, but the first one, um, but the first match of the card is Jaida Parker versus uh, Ake Mineral. Jaida actually says, as she said out to the ring, that that's a speaking Joel about you. Again, a very sort of different presentation from both of them. I mean, you have obviously Jada Parker that's more get a T sort of sort of or Smash Mouth style, and you have b- b- Aikman and the or who's obviously about appearing um yeah or as a nickname suggests and I think Vanity and Snobbery she's a great heel. So this match I thought was a bit disappointing. it was starting to get okay with the but overall win, and obviously, um, uh, I know obviously some of the and the and stuff, but the two of the and get county out as they stopped the battle getting outside the obviously uh, Aikman or on his back into the ring for coverage. He tries to tackles hold off by the referees. She hits the referee of the hypnotic by accident. That'll probably lead to a fine kayfabe. It's just a way to continue the feud. Um, but it'd have been it would have been nice if we would go on a decisive outcome. They could have still continued to the feud to without this, but okay. I know, like both by the way. It's just a shame that this match couldn't continue. Then we get Soluka and um Soluka and Aria in the back to discussing the tag team match that will see the winner of the pinfall get a shot at JCG and obviously there's the Ascension Souls like me, the best women get the pin and get the shot. Zaria's like you've had enough opportunities. This is about me. He Souls like it's just focus on the team and focus on getting a shot for one of this. So yeah, a bit more on dissension. Then we see Keanu Harper talking to Robert Stone. He's not happy that Jackson Drake it's a shot. He said um he says he's been carving up bodies and other all and basically he destroyed the NXT all but the owns is the reason why Jackson gets the shot or is because he's the one that initiated the attack on Joe. He confronted them for us. Shawn Michaels has told me once chaos and chaos is exactly what he's gonna encounter. I says I'll give you chaos. A bit later on in the show, he destroys like Avion Heights. She's seen Sean Legacy, Andre Chase, Andre Chase was there, and a few other um people in the back. So it's very cool. Yeah, they're going down the monster or hero, and they did to look impressive. They've tried to differentiate him from over Femi by giving him like sort of taped fists and the shorts and boxers with the one here. So yeah, Um, so yeah, and so yeah, so you can see that they're trying with this guy, um, and he did the looking pretty impressive. I know I've called him like over eight in past videos, but I don't think that's a fair comparison to continue. They are trying to differentiate the guy from over Femi, and yeah, and yeah, and that's all you can ask. Or to be honest, in the back, you you see Hilda action confront on your eye on us. Um, um, it's a ethical honors. What was the deal? Still, you gonna leave us high and dry like that? Ain't that for these of balls um honors? And I'm done my uh, show. I'm I'm gonna check it after my offer, and that's what I joined up with for Axis song, Axis and area and Mariana Harrison stuff. It's all the basically exposed in the situation to the action. Basically, he's saying that you're ISO or sense to come into the fold, um, and um, more access to access. Have you had the chance to talk to um? Have you had the chance to talk to yet? Meaning Charlie the say if you didn't know Charlie the she's um Charlie she's a son to William Regal, and you've got Uriah Honors who's the son of Finn. Eh, as I've said before, Exus King is the son of Brian Pillman. Ariana Gray is the daughter of Santino Morel. Uh, and Stacks is both the real fan story and the fiance of Ariana race. So this is building up quite nicely. And King's motive, as I've said before, is he's a cause N I N I L athletes taking up spots in the NXT, and it should go to generational talents and birthright wrestle of. Um, so an interesting faction here it gives Dax, who's still the TNA International Champion. It gives it gives the say some it gives Charlie the say some new focuses or and has kind of spot and turned off work and do into her own tag team called to the ring UCC Charles he's become um how he's become more the assistant and he's already got the connection with Angby he's done the TNA in Asia and Angle I'll back since TN since NXT decided to repay the favour. So yeah, it's all coming along nicely. Tatum Paxley, his vignette has sparked a bit of controversy there, say as it's AI produced. And yeah, I'm kinda in them. I do sometimes I see the benefit of in terms of omni creation for this channel. Oh, um it's helped me produce thumbnails, although I have been watched by a guy on X who wants to make thumbnails of this um and further some YouTube channel, so we'll look into it. But I'm kinda in the middle of the road. It's good for us stuff like thumbnails, but when I kinda draw the line as obviously stuff like te- televised content and obviously movie-based production. I think it still looks a bit cheap for that. But the purpose of the promo was Tatum dog in the history with a fizzy dame in the premise of it looked okay. Well, sounded okay with have Tatum drowning in the river that was being presented. Um, she said she felt suffocated by Tatum by as it aims the shot. Sorry, as it tried to make up also something that she wanted her to be. Um, and has this you sort of understanding for family the reason why she pulled it with also she wanted to be in control of um and control of the world basic skill. It's an interesting promo or the AI sort of inclusion I'm kinda sort of so about. But yeah, it's a good bit of character development and it'll eat into the rematch. I think in a dollar Hunter on his Atlanta special, I'm not sure. Um, obviously, obviously now it's the time of the next speed um uh, it's the turn of the NXT speed tournament. It's Jasper or Troy or no, it's Josh Hurd Higgs sorry up against Eli Knight. Eli Knight's involved over Eli Knight's involved over up on a and then so the match itself I thought was okay. Again, it's a speed title concept. I'm not a fan of it. Eli Knight gets in via insult. He goes on to face Elio Phil and and none of that gets to us but Troy 2 weeks away in Atlanta for the speed championship shot now. For the qualifiers for the number one contendership matches or as Harry minutes, but for the championship match it's 5. It's basically the selecting it's basically the selecting what performers can do in matches, and I don't really enjoy the speed concept. I just find it a bit shit, to be honest. Uh, in the back, in the back, we get to into the on the office. He has a companion here. He's saying that Page has to defend his NXT of American Championship and he needs a new challenger. Um, he needs a new challenger. Just before he spoke to Shiloh Hill. Um, and so you're unsure what Liverpool opponents. Um, he's actually he says he's already beaten the best TNA has to offer. He's beaten the year to as a guy as he always must or a gig Anna um and yeah um and there's nobody for him to be um there's nobody for him to be and then Stone makes a match between in Hill and Page. Hill's previously had a match against the Axe for the TNA International Championship. Now they think Hill, yeah, Shiloh Hill at the moment is an LFG and then I think he was a season 2 male winner. Skylar already in the women's side on the women's competition. They were both part of Team Undertaker. Um, but yeah, but yeah, it's obvious that they think highly. Yeah, this guy, it's his second championship shot in a number of weeks, but this time it's for an NXT sanctioned title. Um, then you get the arc stake um, and and then they cut up to almost in the bill on in the main event. They're not the on of Joe Hendry one in Ox actually says he had his hands in the bell and he has unfinished but he has unfinished business with the NXT tag with the NXT championship. Um you have got Andre James send out on to Tony D'Angelo. Um, he basically said that's the old jalopy again. Check on another. I just put the tag team division on notice. They sent out one on the Hankin. I um using the hands from the Owen yours and Vans from the Cowan and OTM using the hands to her they said they'll pick the shot carefully the other tag teams the schedule on each other. I think they also mentioned the Vanity Project as well, Doc. But yeah, um, but yeah, that's all is to, that's all is to roll after OTM said the piece in the come down like dark state the eyes with the dumb to lights in the music. So those three teams vanity project tank home are all to the Tony D Angelo apes out the tomb and bars a dark state that all effed in the ring as Sugar and Connors are caught up in that a actually Eves Cuttle or James and Dion were and it's Tony D'Angelo's slaw alternates to Eakes Cutler or James the Air says Tony D'Angelo. Um, Tony D'Angelo's to get revenge on every member of a dark state for what they did. Um, him he also said the last week that also said last week that he's going to take everything away from the Ark State as they took everything from him. Um, yeah, so interesting, and he goes up against an innuendo and there's a column called or James. So then we get to Joe Hendry versus Jackson Jerick for the of um championship vanity project back out. I think the segment actually the barrel is before that anyway. I just remembering stuff again anyway. They come out with obviously Drake injuries for health defense, but look at he's having a open commentary as he's singing to injuries. butchering it. Um, but as I thought was a good match. Actually, he actually um they actually does a good job here. The other two members of the Dark State, but I'd be ill and the Vicky is hopes uh, get kicked out from the ringside. Joe Hendry then hits the Anton ovation and gets the win in his first defense. Good for us defense, but then she ain't jumped. Sandpool also hood to down in his hoodie and accentually if on his comments in the promo, which I forgot to mention he did mention Saints, so obviously that'll be his first proper feud. Um, so then we get so then we get to wall of ice in the back. She gets her hand check one actually says if she's medically cleared, um, if she's medically cleared to do the match, and if kill and if she will want it for next week. Isa actually accepts and she says kill and he's gonna get her all. That could be basically. Obviously Stone says, but that's only if you're because of the damage that the you further the damage your hand in the mixed tag team title match where Ethan Page and he injured um offended against June Sterling Hill. Anna can give actually can give congratulations by the way on becoming my ex champions, but whoa, advice then says no. Oh, give me kill. Annie and Eddie, but and he goes to the back, and I think that supposed to you with are the still option in the back that I told you earlier, but kill Annie and the destroys all his hand again and her arms are into the medical so as in pain so it puts so it's my gender out although think it gives all and if she's go only be defeated kill Annie's the few gets something to say to me he has her arm and she kill out of the medical case war as on the full war opening pain good segment and then we get to Hank the versus vanity project um so sorry so I put a of vanity project but I'd bail on in Ricky's smoke Oaks. So the upstart team of Small Oaks and um Small Oaks and Bale are get the victory by help of Jackson Jadexi's arrive by on I gives them the victory later on with um um later on with MC own actually ran them into the struggle for the number one contender as much as they were on as they demanded. Typical the answer will be smokes and ale from vanity per rejecting killer. Indeed, Jackson Drake said, I know I didn't get the job done tonight, but my boys didn't need to deserve a shot. Um, so then you have um, so um, so then you have I was born in purple. X about Shiloh or how getting a shot against Ethan Hiddema and a shot against E- Ethan's once you better start getting the job on. Um, so yeah, uh, um, there's that as well that my I was on getting frustrated as well. And then young in event, and then young in event, eyes, it's, and young in event, eyes, it's so, it's so, um, it's so, and the area up against, and, and you see, um, obviously, obviously the has this ancient in the area, and so you even see it in the entrances. There's not really too much cohesion. There's reluctant to even the are reluctant to even do double teams. But off actually who who each other off the cover into the UCC taking control towards the end of the match. Zarek hit the any shots on ring. UCC on ring. UCC so it's so snatching off this whole snatching in there five of for pin both go for pins and it's so that gets a pin on it's so that gets a pin on Kendall and the as well leads to AC Jane and Fatal and villains come out in the usual stare down that area works so she's a out to take Soul's head off and leg off the air. Now, um, n- now, he, El, he can, he, um, during the show did a couple of backstage interviews, but it's confirmed that she's the killer stator role. He should put up signing off an ex. I think she did in an interview with Sean Egg. Say that was during Sean Egg. Say her the killer stayed at the time to issue a challenge to Yano Harvard. It basically says he wants Harvard in Atlanta. Obviously, Kel, he was actually coming up with after questions for the interview. She's a main backstage interviewer herself. Or is that is her last segment on WWE after she puts the ironing off, she put a heartfelt message and I wish her all the best. And yeah, and overall, guys, I thought that this was a solid I thought that this was a solid episode of NXT. I'm gonna give it a 7. I have to take um I have to take points off for the each on the road Jaida, a parking match that ended and a double out, but yeah, it's obviously to continue the feud, but they could have done the different, they could have done a different approach, but yeah, as on a 7 out of 10, like, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. A solid 7 out of 10, despite money in a row and of match disappointing. Although like the previous Tony D'Angelo stuff before he was taken off TV about this shadow approaching him. Who is the shadow that approached him? That's kind of been forgotten about as well. Siri when he has also said this, so shout out to you. And yeah, and then yeah, so interesting times ahead. I hope they go back to that whole sort of and that whole sort of pre-tip of Tony D'Angelo and explore that because that's the only thing that doesn't add up to his current character. And you get so like, share, subscribing on and I'll see you over very soon.